Since ancient times, Bulgaria has been home to the greatest master jewelers. Today, several millennia later, we marvel at their works. We are famous for the oldest processed gold discovered in Europe, as well as for the unique Thracian treasures. Although not as famous, but just as exquisite and wonderful, is the greatest treasure from the First Bulgarian Kingdom, namely the Preslav Golden Treasure. Although shrouded in mystery, it is one of the most precious finds from the Bulgarian Middle Ages. Like most found treasures, this one was discovered quite by accident. In the fall of 1977, an agricultural field in the Castana area, 3 kilometers from the second Bulgarian capital, was plowed by tractors. The following year, workers from the then TKZS went to plant a vineyard there. In agricultural activities, a few centimeters below the surface, objects of yellow metal stunned the women. The workers came across a large necklace, many ornaments and coins. Each of them took what they found home, but word of it quickly spread, and soon local archaeologists, along with the militia of the time, went to the homes to collect the objects and question them. As soon as they found out about the site of the discovery, the agricultural activities were stopped and archaeological research started by a team of Professor Todorov-YouTube. The search area was about 400 square meters. Excavations revealed that a poor settlement existed there, most likely a suburb of Veliki Preslav, which was abandoned or burned down. This gives reason to attribute its concealment to the 10th century, most likely during the capture of Preslav by Sviatoslav's troops in 969 or the Byzantines in 971. During field excavations, it becomes clear that the objects were placed in a coffin or bag in the stone stove of a poor, half-buried dugout. The tractors destroy the house and damage a large part of the goods. Since metal detectors did not exist then, the dirt was sifted by hand. More than 120 gold and gilded ornaments, jewels, medallions and ornaments were discovered. Dishes, clothing accessories, precious stones and coins were also found, the latest of which are Byzantine, of Emperor Roman II. This makes it the largest medieval treasure discovered on our lands. The pinnacle of medieval goldsmithing is considered the double-sided necklace from the Preslav settlement, dating from the 10th century. It weighs 227 grams and consists of 7 strung double-faced tiles on which there are trapezoidal images. They are connected by finely woven golden braids. At the lower end of each tile are soldered rings, from which descend delicate chains, terminating in drop-shaped medallions, which are also 7 in all. Each tile is decorated with a different image. Apart from them, other chains, ending with pearls, are lowered onto other rings. Various designs are depicted on the tiles and medallions using multicolored enamel. The end tiles at both ends of the necklace have floral ornaments. These are followed by tiles with highly stylized birds holding a branch in their beaks. The next 2 tiles depict palmettes. In the ancient East, The composition of birds and palm trees formed the two sides of the tree of life. On the central tile is the image of the praying Virgin, or Virgin of Varanta, who has her hands raised up, and on both sides of her there is a cross. The images on the medallions are the same, but with a different configuration. In the middle is again the Virgin of Varanta, but on either side of her follow two medallions, with birds depicted on them, and the last tiles on each side are with palmettes. Besides the large amount of items, the Preslav treasure is unique in its processing. Most jewelry is made of 14 and 22 karat gold. Various methods of production were used, such as embedding pearls and other precious stones. Granulation and the specific jewelry technique of cellular enamel, which is very expensive and luxurious, and the possession of such jewelry is extremely prestigious. There is no evidence that it was practiced in the capital Veliki Preslav, but it was widespread in the imperial court, which gives historians reason to assume that most of the gold items were produced there. One of the most mysterious items is a signet ring made of gold and rock crystal. On its upper side, one of the most revered events in Christianity, the Annunciation, is depicted. Among the discoveries are several types of appliques with plant elements, as well as gold pendants. A considerable number of earrings were found, which are ornaments attached to women's tiaras, made of gold and decorated with emeralds and pearls, as well as finely crafted medallions and precious stones. The most important find is the discovered diadem, or rather several parts of it. It is about 5 out of a total of 9 alleged tiles that she composed. Even if not whole, its artistic value elevates it among the monuments of our cultural heritage at the world level. As with the necklace, each has a different image here. Of the 5 preserved, 2 of them depict griffins, mythical creatures between a lion and an eagle. Another 2 of the tiles also depict similar animals, only senmuvri, dogbirds. The 2 mythical creatures are arranged in a move left and right. The 5th tile, which is supposed to have been central, depicts one of the most common medieval scenes, the Ascension, or also called the Flight of Alexander the Great. On it, Alexander is depicted on a chariot, which is also drawn by the mythical creatures griffins. In the Middle Ages, the image of Alexander the Great showed power. The big question is, whose are these treasures? Most historians assume that the collection was a gift for the wedding of the Bulgarian king Peter I and the Byzantine princess Maria Irina, which took place in 927. First, the cellular enamel technique was peculiar to the Byzantine imperial court, and probably jewelry of such workmanship was peculiar only to royalty. Since in the Middle Ages diadems were head insignia, i.e. objects that symbolized power, it is believed that the diadem from the Preslav treasure was worn by Queen Maria herself. This is also supported by the image of Alexander the Great, a symbol of power, in the middle of the diadem. The ownership of the double-sided necklace is disputed. Most agree that such an exquisite jewel was only suitable for a woman of fine proportions like Princess Mary. Others believe that it was worn by the wife of King Simeon and associate the find with the Golden Age. Today, these finds are kept in the Historical Museum of the city of Veliki Preslav. There you can enjoy up close the craftsmanship of medieval jewelers and see live part of the only crown of a Bulgarian ruler that has reached us.